Hey everyone, Hfmasters here, and today I have a small little kind of mod to the Juniors Fire Dragon. So basically what I did here is I just took the Juniors base and I expanded on it to make it more like a real legacy set. And the initial idea here was I was going to try to make it in like the scale of the Golden Dragon, and I kind of did that, but it also is a little bit bigger. I'll show you a comparison a little bit later on, but one of the key things I wanted to do here was to really keep with the idea of the Golden Dragon and just try to take the original Fire Dragon and just kind of downsize it a little bit, and obviously fit with some of the colors here, you know, from this head. Try to bring that down into a smaller scale, and for the most part, I think I got that. The torso is the section that I changed the least from the actual Junior sets. I pretty much have the exact same build. The only real changes here is I added a little cheese slope just to fill in that little pin, and then I also added two slopes front and back just to kind of give it more shaping similar to the original. And then also I did add the flag in the back. That's the same flag from the original set, just with the dragon hilt on the top instead of a spike. I didn't really do a whole lot here, but I think it still works pretty good. The wing section is another very similar part. The really only big changes here is that I added these swords in the middle, and then there also is a hand up front. But what I wanted to originally do was I wanted to add a third one of these kind of feather pieces right here to fill in that middle gap. But this apparently is the only set that it comes in. It only comes in the Legacy Fire Dragon. I didn't want to spend another 20 bucks to get an extra one of those pieces, so I just put these swords here instead. But originally I did want to have that there. Other change, as I mentioned, was the hand. Same design as the one on the Legacy Golden Dragon. You've got individual fingers in the front that can move independently. You've got this part that moves up and down, and then you could also have a little bit of wrist articulation, so you can kind of move it side to side like that. And then also, lastly, I do have, I guess, this kind of like arm thing, just a small little cheese slope, and then I have a spike in the back because the original Fire Dragon also had that spike right there, so I added that in. The legs are the most drastic thing that I've really changed here. Obviously, the dinosaur legs on the Junior set weren't exactly ideal, but I didn't really like the design of the legs on the Legacy Golden Dragon either, especially the feet part. The feet are just, they're not really that stable. I don't think they look that good. I don't really like them. So basically what I did here was I made this little assembly just to kind of try to downsize the basic idea that the original Fire Dragon here. Obviously, the colors are a little bit weird. I kind of do like the light red mix in with the dark red, but if I had more pieces in the dark red, I probably would have just made it all dark red because that'd be more accurate to the original. But I actually do kind of like the way this looks. And then I got this small Hero Factory Bionicle, whatever you want to say, construction beast foot on the bottom because these are a whole lot more stable than the system brick built things they've been doing lately, and they look pretty good. And as far as articulation goes, you move forward all the way around. You can do a little bit up and down. Obviously the mixable ball joint is not the ideal position, but you can still move around. Also kind of like ankle things, and then this part also extends out, and then you can move the feet independently. The tail, I would say, is probably my least favorite part because I did not have the right colors for really anything here, so I kind of just had to improvise and do the best with what I had. I wanted to make these pieces over here, this dark red and light red piece, I want to make both of those yellow because that's how the original dragon was, but I didn't have enough of those yellow pieces to actually do that, so I had to kind of improvise and make these cheese slopes yellow instead. And if I had this in dark yellow, I think that would flow better with the MOC because it would match with the wings, but I didn't, so the colors are kind of weird there, but it's the best I could do with the parts I had. Obviously, mixable ball joints, you can move them all the way around. They do whatever, you know, it's great. Mixable ball joints. As far as the head goes, I kept a little flame sticking out. I could have added a stud shooter, but I didn't really think that was necessary. And then I just added neck articulation, so you can move it all the way around. And then also, there is a yellow cheese slope back there to kind of fit with the theme of the tail in the back. And like I said earlier, here's just a side-by-side look of the Golden Dragon from Legacy versus MOC, so you can kind of see how they fit together and, you know, types of scale and all that. And also, because I'm sure everyone wants to see it, here's a comparison between the original Fire Dragon and then this kind of MOC I made. Unfortunately, the Fire Dragon here, I don't have this complete because I had to take some pieces off to actually build this, but you can get the, you can get the idea. But that is it for my MOC here of the Legacy Fire Dragon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Till next time, see you guys later.